I'm in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin today, and I'm staying 2 nights at Sand Bay Beach Resort. Now, this hotel is 22 rooms right on the Bay of Green Bay, and they specialize in not only a summertime beachfront, but ice fishing in the winter. Now, one of the owners, Dale, also has another company called Wacky Walleye where they will take you out and guide you fishing. And that's what I get to do. Over the next 2 days, I'm going to be here staying and relaxing, as well as going out and checking out some ice fishing. Now, I don't think I'm going to ice fish myself, but I will go out and watch him because Dale is a legend. He's been in the fishing industry in both summertime and winter fishing, in both boat and on the ice for years. This hotel has been in the family since 1962, with Dale and Karen owning it since 1999. It goes back traditions, and that's what I've been told this is like. It's like a family tradition when you walk in. I'm excited to go in. Let's stay the next 2 nights here at Sand Bay Beach Resort in Sturgeon Bay, Door County, Wisconsin, and really see if it's dang awesome. I'm in my room. It is a king 1-bedroom suite, essentially. The sun is starting to go down because by the time I got done talking and getting everything situated and stuff, the sun set pretty quick because this place actually faces the north. So I'm going to show you a map right now of where Sand Bay Beach Resort actually is, because it's on the Bay of Green Bay. So you would think that the sun would set directly out the back window essentially, but it doesn't. It faces north. So the hotel sunset comes up over here, sunrise comes up over here on the side of the hotel. So it's a little confusing. But it is 5:13 right now. It's pretty dark outside. I want to walk you through the room right now before it gets officially all the way dark. And then I think I'm going to make some dinner and kind of just chill tonight. Most of the excitement, and there honestly isn't even that much excitement, it's more relaxing, kind of just hanging out and just having a moment to yourself, I guess. But let's go ahead and let's walk through this 1-bedroom suite here at Sand Bay Beach Resort. So right now I'm standing at the door to enter in. To my right is the kitchen area with a full kitchen, but we'll go here first. Left-hand side is your closet. You're gonna notice a common thread here, a common occurrence, and that is everything feels a little outdated. And I don't mean that in a bad way, I guess. I actually like it. It's a little bit more comfortable. It feels a little bit more homey. It doesn't feel like I'm staying in a hotel. And I stay in a lot of hotels, so it's nice to feel that. Now from the right, we're gonna go ahead and pan over to our kitchen. Full refrigerator, full-size refrigerator, freezer, coffee maker, knife block, 4-top stove, as well as overhood microwave. Lots of plates, dishes, glasses, things that you're gonna need. Some utensils, not too many, but enough. We have a dishwasher over here, cutting board, 2 deep well sinks here, and I think, yep, silverware here. Now there are other things like pots and pans and casserole dishes, and the cutest drawer I've ever seen. Look at this thing. Has nothing to do with anything, I just really like it. Full bar top here, 4 chairs. I would say honestly probably, you could get 4 if you set someone down here on the corner. Coming around into the living room, living space area. Full-size chair. I did sit in it. It's a little on the squishy side, but overall, it's okay. We have a couch here. Now this couch is interesting because it is a pull-out couch, but the mattress is inflatable. I will let you know that the different color temperatures on the lights does irritate me. So you don't need to come at me in the comments for that one. I already know. Wrap around, we have a gas fireplace, and yes, I have it on. It doesn't need to be on because it's nice and warm in here, but you know what? Fireplace. Smart TV, Roku TV here. Let's go over here to the bathroom now. The bathroom isn't anything out of this world. There is some wear and tear on stuff. Like I noticed that this door has been through some things, but overall, It's comfortable in here, and it is very, very clean. Two different lights. We gotta get those color temperatures fixed here, Sand Bay. Kleenexes, soap, hand towels, makeup removers, conditioner, shampoo, hand lotion. Let's take a look at the shower. Now, this is a handicap accessible shower. It's not quite a roll in. There is a little lip down there, but it is a very, very big size shower. Nice, large, oversized shower head here coming off the wall. It is a little bit on the water stained side shower head. Looks like there's some hard water issues here. I wouldn't call it, it's definitely not mold. It's definitely not dirty. Just some hard water issues. But overall, very, very nice size. I might even take a seat tomorrow when I'm taking my morning shower. Get some coffee, take a shower, have a seat. I don't know. This door right here actually goes to the bedroom. Behind you is back into the living room. But let's go back out and around to check out the bedroom. Bathroom here. Going into the bedroom. Little on the dark side in here. Smaller TV, another Roku TV, a dresser that is almost identical to the one that I have at my house. Nightstand, single lamp, ceiling fan, and a king-size bed. The king-size bed is very nice. I haven't sat on it yet, but it looks really nice. Full-size little closet here to put some things in. Extra blanket up top. Well, let's go ahead and check out the bed. Now, like I said, you can see that it's dark in this hotel room, but let's check out the bed. King size bed. It looks very big. It looks nice and soft. Oh, I like this. It's memory foam. I was not expecting it to kind of just form to my body when I laid down. I really like it. I think I'm going to get some good sleep on here, but I'll let you know later. But we have more to look at here. Now, the last thing I want to show is the patio space here. This is the Bay of Green Bay out here. Lots of ice fishing going on, but this is your patio space here. Now it is winterized because it's very cold up here, but there's 4 chairs and a table kind of just tucked away in the corner. But this is your view with that bay view, and just listen. Checking out the size of the patio space here, I would say it's probably 8 feet by 12 feet. I'm going to guess on that. Maybe a little bit smaller, maybe 7 by 10, maybe. But it's big enough. I mean, once that table and that chair are set in the middle here, morning, nice warm weather, or even a crisp, cool morning, coming out here in the morning and having your coffee. Because you could sit out here, because we're facing the north, you can actually watch the sun rise and set right here in front of you. So you're going to get both of them. Now, the downside to that is the sun's not going to set directly towards the water. Like, you're not going to get that horizon look. But in the winter time, sun's not out that much anyway. Now, currently it's been a little different. But overall, I think it'd just be beautiful watching that sunset over those trees and rise over those trees with the water in between. Let's go back inside, though. It's a little chilly out here. I just noticed that there's actually, that's garbage disposal, more lighting in here. I totally missed these lights. So now it's a normal lighting brightness in here. A little dark in the corner still, but it's much nicer in here now. Now that we've done the room tour, I'm going to do the rest of the tour tomorrow morning when we have some sunlight, and you can see the pool and the hot tub and the sauna and the game room and conference room and all of the extra areas that are here on the property. But I think now what I'm going to do is, since I have an entire kitchen here and I love cooking, I'm going to go ahead and use it to my advantage and make a little stir fry. You know, I can't do any cooking without some tailgate foodie on my stuff. So I'm going with the Surf's Up Hawaiian barbecue on this chicken breast. And yes, I'm using a measuring cup to stir this. Let's see how my makeshift Asian stir fry with ramen and chicken and egg rolls and a Coke Zero taste here at the Sand Bay Beach Resort. Tastes like ramen. Let's try the chicken and the veggies though. That seasoning, that surf sub seasoning by Tailgate Foodie, really makes everything all better. Dinner was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. For some packages of ramen, grilled chicken, and some shredded vegetables, I'm down with it. It was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't no 4-course meal or 5-star dining. I'm not winning any Michelin stars for it. But the fact that there was a full kitchen in here that allowed me to cook an entire meal and have everything that I needed to make that meal is a win in my book. Sometimes I just don't want to go out and eat. I'd rather just make some food myself. And being able to have that option when you're traveling isn't always an option. So staying here at Sand Bay Beach Resort allowed me to do that, and I'm thankful for that. Now, for the rest of the night, I think I'm just going to hang out for a little bit and relax, really just enjoy myself, do some editing for a little while, get some videos done, and call it a night, because tomorrow is a long day of filming and photography and all of that fun stuff. So for now, I think I'm going to go. I'm going to relax, maybe take a shower. If I take a shower, I'll update you and let you know how it is. But for now, this is Josh signing off. Oh, good morning. What a great night of sleep. This bed is very comfortable. It is extremely quiet here. Like, I didn't hear anything all night long. Now, I know that it is off season, and I'm one of very few people here in the hotel. But the fact that there's only 22 rooms means, for the most part, peace and quiet. Just a great night's sleep. Bed's very comfortable. Temperature in here, I had it nice and cool with ceiling fans on, so another perk of staying in a small boutique style hotel resort. Ceiling fans. You don't get that in your corporate hotel, your big giant hotel chain. But it's just been a great, nice slow morning. From the looks and the sounds of things, it sounds like it might be raining pretty hard out. So I'll see what I can get into today. We might have to take some, call some audibles, see what we can do. But I'd still really like to get out and enjoy something outside. I'm all showered up and ready for the day. Now let's go get this tour started. I'm gonna show you the entire property here. We already did the walkthrough of this room, the 1-bedroom queen suite with the full kitchen, but let's go check out the rest of the place. Now I want to let you know that you have to go into this with a mindset of the nostalgia, the comfiness, the down home feeling. Think of Wisconsin Supper Club Resort Edition. This is a very nostalgic place. This is decades and decades of tradition here, families that come back here time and time again. So I know that I've stayed at some over-the-top luxurious places, and I know that I'm going to stay at some over-the-top luxurious places, but this one hits a little bit different because it just feels so homey and comfortable and just where you want to be. Because sometimes all of that luxury and all of that tech in the world doesn't compare to a fire, a lakefront, and watching some ice fishing. But let's go explore. Let's see what this place has. So let's go check it out. But first, we have to go find the spokesperson for the hotel. I need to find him. I see him. Hi, Filbert. Hi, buddy. How are you? This is Filbert, everybody. He is the guard dog here on property. Spokesperson, guard dog. A little bit of everything. Are you a good boy? You a good boy. Okay, I gotta do my tour now. I'll see you in a little bit. So as we come in the front door, to the right directly is our Wacky Packet section, which is all of your little discounts and brochures about everything that's going on in Door County. Then we have a map, and this is where we're at. So as you see, Door County itself is this direction. So the Bay of Green Bay is this way, Lake Michigan is this way. But where we're at, right here, faces north. So the back of the hotel actually faces north. And let's go on in. To the left is the pool. They do keep the pool covered to keep it warm, because there is the big window skylight, and we'll walk in there in a little bit and we'll actually go check it out. But back corner is a hot tub and then a sauna. And it's actually locked right now, so I can't get in until one of the staff get back. When you're here, you'll notice that there are a bunch of different thank you letters and awards and certifications, because the main thing about the Sand Bay Beach Resort is the fishing. It's a fishing charter type hotel where you can come here, stay, and then you can rent either a charter day or a ice fishing day. You can rent shanties and basically come here and get all your fishing done the way you want. So like I said, you're seeing world record walleye here. So one of the owners here, Dale, has been a fisherman forever and has won awards and has all of, or most of them here that you can check out. And that's kind of the whole thing about this place, is it's a hotel resort style, but it feels like an upscale fishing cabin, if that makes sense. Where else can you find a hotel with deer on the wall other than Wisconsin? And when I say deer, I mean deer and deer and deer and deer. But do they have bear? Because there's a bear on the wall here. So now we're getting into the common area slash living room space. Everything is decorated for Valentine's Day right now. And then it's really nice because all of the back-facing rooms and this common space and everything faces out towards the lake. So in the summer, you have the big, beautiful beach. And then in the winter, you have all the ice fishing shanties and all of the activities that are going on out there. So you can kind of just hang out here and watch and enjoy. So on this side over here, there is 2 different Keurig machines, different coffee, things like that. Creamer, sugar, all of the good stuff. Ooh, caramel squares. Caramel squares, candy, some mugs here. And then, so to get some waypoints here, upstairs is where the game room, library, and conference area is. Down this hallway is some of the rooms and the pool. And then down this other way are the rest of the rooms, which that's where I am down there. Let's go this way though. And like I said, I don't think we can get into the pool. I think it's locked up, but let's check it out. Nope. So now we're in the pool area. I'm gonna come in here later and actually do some swimming, so I will have them take the cover off a little later. Hot tub here. We have a shower, small little shower. Let's turn these jets on and see how well they work. Pretty decent. How's the water temp? Oh, she's nice and warm. We do have a dry sauna here, so do not pour water on the rocks or the heating elements. Basically just turn it on right here. Oh, I love the smell of a sauna. So I would comfortably say you could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in here. Now I know it's going to be one of those questions like, the place is nostalgic and it has that old school feel. Why is there a sauna? Which is usually like a luxury amenity in a lot of places these days. But think about if you were out on the ice all day, ice fishing, and you needed to warm up quickly. This sauna is the perfect place to do that. Come back, get nice and hot, allow your body to thaw out a little bit, and really get your body feeling right after being out on the ice all day. So I definitely feel like this sauna is double beneficial. You know, both the health benefits of being in a sauna, but also a way to come back, jump in the hot tub, come in the sauna, and really warm yourself back up after being outside in the snow and on the ice all day long. Now we have 3 feet depth on this end, 4 feet halfway, and I'm gonna assume probably 5 feet on this side. Yep, so 5 foot on the deep end, down to 3 feet with the stairs over in the corner. Heading out of the pool area, like I said, to the left are guest rooms, so we don't need to go down that way. To the right, we'll go back this way, and then head upstairs. Public restroom here. There's also another set upstairs. Only 2 floors in the hotel, so no need for an elevator. As we come out of the stairwell then, we are met with our library, which I just absolutely love this area. I walked up here yesterday and I just felt like it was so peaceful and calm. And that's like one of the things about this whole hotel that I've noticed is everything is so peaceful and calm. Library over here, bookshelf, bunch of books on it. Everything from encyclopedias to National Geographic to actual novels. And I just feel like this is one of those places that you want to come and just really just hang out and reflect. You don't have to focus on anything crazy. You don't need to worry about tech and what's going on in the world. You can kind of just unwind here. If you want to go into the city, if you want to go into Sturgeon Bay, you're 5 minutes from it. You're about 10 minutes from Target. You're 15 minutes from Walmart. Like, you are close enough where you can get your necessities, find your entertainment if you want that style of entertainment, but you're out just far enough on the bay where you can really just enjoy yourself and feel like you're at a cabin somewhere in the distance where nobody's around, but really you're not. And I think all too often we are so worried about top of the line everything and luxury everything and all these amenities and all of these extras and stuff, and we forget that staying somewhere, especially something like this, it rekindles some feelings of childhood days, and it brings you back to that family thought. Like, when I'm here, and I've been trying to figure out like the perfect analogy of what this place feels like, because I have stayed in some amazing top of the line, brand new places that have all the things that you would could think of. This is like coming to a family member's house, having a guest room at a family member's house, and really just feeling comfortable right away. You don't need to go searching around for certain stuff. You don't need to call down to the front desk to find something. This is just, you just feel like you're at home when you come here. And I'm not talking about current day home. I'm talking about when you were a kid and the whole family would get in the car and you'd go spend a weekend at your aunt and uncle's house with your cousins, or you'd go spend the weekend with grandma and grandpa, or whatever it may be. That's what this place feels like to me. This place feels like you're staying at a relative's house and they've welcomed you with open arms. But there's a little bit more to check out. This is where the retro fun comes in. Coming out this way, back to the stairs. So stairs back down to the lobby is right there. To the right, there's some bathrooms, and then there's rooms over that way. Directly ahead of me is the conference area. And we'll come in here and just give a quick look here. 2, 4, 6. So 15 chairs, 16 chairs. TV, projector with the wall there, no projection screen, but a projector. Another fireplace in here. And then again, windows overlooking the lake, or the bay, I should say. We got one more thing to check out. So as you're staring at the library, we're going to turn right. We're going to go this way. Overlooking the pool. And we're going to enter to our left here. And this is our game room. And it is retro to the fullest, and I love every bit of it. Arkanoid. The original Deer Hunter USA. Mrs. Pac-Man. A pool table. And look at this. So this is a game. It's called Trap Shoot. And basically these clay pigeons pop up on here. Let me see if I can get it to work. Push your remote button to shoot. I don't know where they might have them hidden or put away. But these clay pigeons will actually come up on the screen and you shoot them. And this is so cool because it's retro. Let me see if I can find a year on this thing. 1996, copyright 1996. Wow, to think about that was 30 years ago. Oof. So this is another one of those areas, those moments where retro just feels so much better. All of these places in this hotel just make me rethink of memories as a kid. And we get so lost in like all the modern technology and things that are put in and like how can we make it as futuristic as possible in these hotels when places like this are preserving moments in our lives that we often forget about. And it just means so much to me. But that's the entire look of the resort. And actually, while I was walking around, I did talk to Dale. And it's time to go out on the ice. So I need to go get my winter gear out of my car. I need to get ready and then go out on the ice for some ice fishing. I've never done it. I'm so confused on what to do. He did let me know that there are like pools of water on the lake, which kind of terrifies me. So the next portion of this video might be just me screaming and scared for my life. But let's go find out. Why not? Let's go. I guess I'm ready to go. Sometimes you just gotta mount your GoPro, or sometimes you just gotta mount your 360 camera to a 9-foot pole to get the footage here. Heading out, let's go.
About 2014.
Wow.
That's when we had like 60 days here where it was below zero. I don't know if you remember, but 90% of the Great Lakes froze that year.
Yeah.
It was very unusual. You know, now a lot of the bay doesn't even freeze.
Wow.
So it stops around Green Island, which is probably about 10 miles from here. And then it's wide open all the way up darn near to, Escanaba.
Sure. That's crazy to think of that big of a body of water that could freeze all the way through.
Yeah.
Or like all the way across. So when it comes to like ice fishing like this and stuff, how do you choose your spot? Like, how do you know where to put the shanty? How do you know where to dig the hole? Like,
well, that's a good question. So I'll answer that for you. So like the whitefish, okay, they like deep water.
okay.
And the reason they like deep water is they're foraged to other predators. So if you look, like on here, you're going to see there's a very distinct change where the light blue is.
Yep.
That's shallower water. Where the white is very, very deep. So when I'm talking shallow, it's like mid-30s into 70 to as deep as 100.
Wow.
So what ends up happening is whitefish will come along this edge here, and this edge runs for about 6 miles. You can see a very distinct edge.
Yep.
The tighter the black lines are, these contour lines, the sharper the break, meaning that it goes from 30 to 70, very, very short distance. So all these fish just swim along this edge. And the reason they do that is they have safety. And they have safety not only in depth, but safety in numbers, because they all kind of congregate. And you can see it, it runs all the way along
here,
right?
Wow.
So now, bright sunny days, they like moving up in the shallow water, and then on cloudy overcast days, they like moving up on top. On the bright sunny days, they'll move off the side because they're a little light sensitive. So that's where they just congregate, a lot of them. Now you will find them on structure, like you find these areas here where it's darker blue. That's only 15 feet. So you can find them up on there, and the great thing is, not only will you find them, you'll find the bigger ones because they're not as easy to eat for other predator fish.
Sure.
You know, you'll find nice size fish out here. You'll find a good variety of different sizes. But when you move up on the tops of this structure, this is where you're going to find the bigger fish.
Sure. Wow. Almost fell.
That water just gushing down the holes. It's like a big drain plug. A lot of times what we'll do is when the ice, you saw all the big puddles on top of the ice.
Yeah.
We'll actually get out, go in there and drill a hole or two so those areas can drain.
Sure, yeah.
So they don't run through the ice, because once they start running through the ice, it starts pixelating it, and then it gets honeycombed, and that can ruin the ice very quickly.
Sure.
But it would take a while.
Yeah, and you, like, as fishermen, want to, keep the ice as long as you can. Like, you want to make sure that it stays in it, because I'm sure that water sitting on top of it, even though it's windy and cold out, it's still melting that top a little bit.
Correct. Oh, that current really picked up. We got a strong current heading to the north. Yeah, I had a piece of them, but that doesn't count. Is probably the toughest fish to catch in the Great Lakes.
Why do you think so?
Because you don't get a bite. What it is more times than not is just a change in resistance. And we've been so programmed as anglers, to feel a bite. And so that's a really challenging learning curve for any angler.
Sure.
So part of it too is, so many people set up with kind of think they can figure this out on their own, and which they can, but it takes, this is one species where you want to make sure that you've got the right line. For example, you want a no stretch line for whitefish, because you're just getting a change in resistance. So understand that when you go with like a no stretch line, like a super line, like I'm running here, Berkeley Fire Line, it's 6 pound test, it's got a 2 pound diameter. When you have no stretch in line, you can feel the change in resistance much easier than you will with monofilament, because monofilament has so much stretch. Matter of fact, many of times you won't even know that you're getting bit. You can watch like underwater camera them actually bite your bait with a monofilament and never feel a thing.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So The other thing is, you know, you don't want to go with a big diameter. So this has got a 6-pound test, and then it's got a 2-pound diameter. So the thinner diameter enables you to stay more vertical in a heavy current like this, you know, which really is kind of imperative. Oh boy. Well, there's plenty of them down there. We just got to get one. Yeah, they'll normally feed more aggressively. It's the day after they feed a lot. They feed a lot when you've got a front, and then they kind of get a hangover, if you will, just from aggressively feeding. You know, fish don't eat a whole lot in the winter just because the water's so cold that the metabolism's so slow that they don't have to exert a lot of energy to survive. Now, one thing that's kind of unique about a whitefish, which this is you're able to, and it's one of the only fish I'm aware that you can do this with, but you're able to release them back into the water because they are able to decompress when you bring them up. Kind of like a scuba diver.
Sure.
So that's about, I mean, that's a nice sized whitefish. I don't know if I'd keep one much smaller than that, but that would be like a really good one to eat if somebody was to eat one, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
So. Go on. Get back down there. It's your lucky day.
Right. I am literally in the middle of the Bay of Green Bay right now. Connects to Lake Michigan. I am on about 3 inches of water and then about 4 feet of ice. And then under that is about 60 to 65 feet of water under me. I'm out here checking out for my first time ever ice fishing. Now, I myself am not fishing. I'm watching the host, Dale, fish. But this is such a cool experience. I knew nothing about ice fishing. I didn't know anything about the way that it works and how you find the fish and literally any of it. So to see it in action is super cool. Now, Dale owns another company other than the hotel, the resort, which is Wacky Walleye Guide Fishing. So they do charters in the summer. They do ice fishing. You can actually rent this shack, come out here and do some ice fishing. Dale will help you out, walk you through it. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below how to get a hold of Dale and get out here and do some ice fishing. I know there's still a little bit of time left this year. Otherwise, if you're watching this and it's summer, they have charters all throughout the year in the warm weather months and cold weather. So you can actually come out here on the Bay of Green Bay, just outside of Sturgeon Bay, and fish year round. So yeah, if you want to come, you can come fish on the Bay of Green Bay year round. You can come out here. Dale will bring you out here, Wacky Walleye, and you can fish in the summer. You can fish in the cold months. You can ice fish. You can do all of it right here, just south of Sturgeon Bay on the Bay of Green Bay. And again, I thank Dale for bringing me out here. This is a really cool experience. Not to mention, it's that whole getting over my fears thing that I've been talking about, getting over fears, pushing my limits, seeing new stuff, experiencing new things. This is not something that I ever thought I would do in my entire life, to be literally in the middle of nowhere. Just me, Dale, and a couple other ice shanties out here in the distance. Definitely was not expecting this. This is awesome. Thank you again. That was such a cool experience. Something that I never in my entire life thought I would get to experience. I don't know. Ice fishing just was one of those things that I never really thought about doing. And being able to get out and try that on the ice, it was so cool. Like, I don't know if you can really explain how peaceful it is out on the ice when you're just out there pretty much by yourself. A couple other little shacks. But other than that, you're on your own. And it is an incredible feeling. We were talking, Dale's like, you could come out here, bring a blanket, pillow, and have like the deepest sleep you probably ever could get. And I fully comprehend that. Like, it was so peaceful out there. I didn't pull my phone out. Now, granted, I had my cameras and stuff like that out, but I didn't have my phone out. One, I was terrified to drop it in a hole. But I just, at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to experience what's going on, watch him do his artwork that is a craft that would take me years to fully understand and comprehend, and he just crushes it. I mean, in full transparency, I didn't think we were going to catch any fish. I didn't even think we were going to see fish, and he was just pop, 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 pop. Like, so impressive what he does. If you're looking to go ice fishing or to do any sort of charter in regular fishing, I'll leave a link in the description, like I said, but it's definitely worth checking out. Super cool. It took this stay for me to another level because the place is quaint and like homey and has that like down home feel to it. And then you go do something that is the most Wisconsin that you could ever think of, and then add it onto this Wisconsin style stay, and it makes sense. So if you want the true experience, I would say stay here at Sand Bay Beach Resort and then book Wacky Walleye to take you out to go ice fishing or summer fishing. This beach looks like it's just absolutely incredible when it's not 2 feet of ice water. It's just incredible. All changed. Waiting to go get dinner. I figured it's Wednesday, which means Wing Wednesday, which means I could do another chicken wing battle video. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to kind of snack here for a little bit, but I think it's perfect time to do our drink of the day. Now, I chose one that I felt was exactly necessary here, and I am doing Bridge Up Brewing Company's You Pick Door County Cherry Ale here. It's a malt beverage with cherry and other natural flavors, brewed and packaged by Three Sheeps Brewing in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, but this is Bridge Up Brewing Company is a Sturgeon Bay beer. 6.5% alcohol, bottoms up when the bridge is up. And I want to give a shout out because label art by local Door County artist Josie Schultz here. Shout out Josie, making the U pick. Let's give it a try. That is really good. Cherry is like an underlying taste. It basically tastes like a wheat beer, but then like fruity instead. I know that's not going to make sense, and I know that the beer connoisseurs and the drinking channel professional people are going to come at me for not being the most detail-oriented when it comes to this type of thing, but I just basically factor in would I drink it or not. And this I would drink. Shout out to Bridge Up Brewing Company. You picked Door County Cherry Ale. This makes the good list. Hello. It's been a while since we talked last. I went and had dinner, and let me tell you, I ate at a place called Waterfront Mary's. Got the chicken wings, made a chicken wing battle video, but full transparency, before you go watch the video, best chicken wings I've ever had. Number one on my list. So if you're in Sturgeon Bay area, Waterfront Mary's has the best chicken wings that I have ever had in my entire life. But now I'm back to the hotel, and as you can see, I'm in the swim outfit because it is time to go to the pool. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in it. Not going to probably even go in the pool. Might just hit the hot tub. Maybe check out the sauna. But I just really need that hot tub in my life. So let's go down right now and let's check out the hot tub. I'm ready to get in the hot tub, turn the jets on. I just hope it's warm. Or I should say, I hope it's hot. Okay, so I'm about 2 steps in. It's warm. I wouldn't call it the hottest hot tub I've ever been in, but I think it's going to be nice and therapeutic and relaxing when those jets hit my back for sure. Now, let me tell you, I did put my foot in the pool. The pool is actually really warm. Was not expecting it to be as warm as it is. I thought it was going to be like just a little on the cold side, but I guess with them putting that cover on and it being inside, it was almost as warm as this hot tub was, to be honest. Now this hot tub though, this feels heavenly. Because see, I'm always going and traveling and checking all this stuff out, trying all these food places. A lot of people think that I'm just living this luxurious life when I come out to places. What you don't see is, yeah, I'm staying in amazing places and seeing amazing stuff and meeting amazing people, but there's a lot of work that goes into this. There's a lot of creating, because I take photos and videos and clips and shorts and long forms, and there is so much that goes into it. So when I get 15 to 20 minutes in a hot tub, I really do take full advantage of it. Now, this is one of those moments where I just like to slow down and really enjoy staying at a hotel, a resort, a vacation rental, whatever it is. It's for these moments right here, being able to sit in a hot tub, go in a sauna, go swimming in a pool, whatever it may be, and just enjoy the amenities of life. So I'm going to relax, I'm going to chill, and I'm going to enjoy this hot tub. What an absolutely perfect way to end a day. Ice fishing, went in and tried some good food, checked the whole place out, did some photography, some filming. And now it's time to get into some jammies and probably watch a little TV, maybe doom scroll a little bit, and hit the bed. So I will see you in the morning. It's been a great day here at Sand Bay Beach Resort. It's been a lot of fun. I am so thankful for being here. I love the atmosphere and just the quietness, especially in the winter here. Now, I know in the summer it gets like kind of crazy and lots of people and stuff like that, but right now, this is perfect. So with that being said, I'll see you in the morning. Another unusually warm morning here in Door County. As I get ready to leave, I do need to do a little bit more walking around. I want to show you the beach area, which is right behind you where you're standing right now, but I need to pack up and I need to get ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my stuff out to my car, get packed up, and then we're going to walk around because this back area is awesome. It's really cool. And I want to show it to you now with it being off-season, winter. It's not the best because it is basically just a mud pit for the lake water that's coming off, the frozen ice melting and coming into shore. But the property itself is just really beautiful, and I want to show it to you. And then we'll do our wrap up and all of that good stuff. I'm going to take a little walk around the entire building here. Now, this is the Sand Bay Beach Resort, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. This is your front entrance here, and a giant sturgeon. Now this building, or this property I should say, has been here since 1962. The current owners have owned it since 1999. And it just, again, like I've been stating time and time again on this video, it just reminds you of a simpler time. A time like when you're a child. I'm 43 years old, and it just reminds me of a hotel when I was a kid, or going to a family member's house and staying. It's not over the top. It's not super luxurious, but it's comfortable and it's welcoming and inviting. So many places these days are worried about top of the line this and top of the line that, making sure that everything is extravagant and overdone, when sometimes you just need the simple things, the comfortable things in life. And that's what Sand Bay Beach Resort is it's the invitingness of it that just really makes it feel like a place that I want to come to. As we get to the back here, and it's a little slippery, so I'm going to be very careful. You see the lake out here, or I should say Green Bay, the Bay of Green Bay. Come around to the back side, and like I said, 22 rooms, split between different stylic rooms, so 1-bedroom suite, 2-bedroom suites, things like that. But there are picnic tables. Now, a lot of this that I'm showing you is more for the summertime and the warm weather, but I just still wanted to give you a look. Out here in the distance, you're seeing the a place, basically a parking lot on the ice where people park when they go out to their ice shacks, their shanties out there way out in the Bay of Green Bay. Now it's pretty crazy to think about, but you can actually go straight across this and end up in Michigan, in upper Michigan. It is frozen all the way through. And Dale was telling me that it is the first time in I think he said 14 years that it's been frozen all the way across. 2 grills here. And we'll come around. And this is one of the key summer features here. Look at this beach. Volleyball court. Huge beach out onto the water. And the cool thing about the beach here, as opposed to on Lake Michigan's side, is the water stays a little warmer over here because it is a tributary and the water's coming in and kind of staying in here for the most part. I mean, it does circulate out, but for the most part it stays in here. So you're not getting those lake waters on the Great Lakes as much. It's a little bit warmer here. It's a little bit more calm. It's not as wavy and crazy, but it is just absolutely beautiful. It is one of the only sand beaches on the bay side this big. Now, if you do want to come out and hang out, there are rocking chairs, there are little fire pits. I'm sure the fire pits are going in the summer in the evenings with chairs and benches, and they are all along here. So you're able to come out here and hang out, let the kids play in the sand. You can sit by the fire and just enjoy yourself in an evening, have a drink, whatever it may be, talk with friends, meet new friends, and just really enjoy yourself out here. There are, I think, 4 fire pit stations, maybe 3. I'm on my second one right now. But I mean, even right now, I could sit down, I could relax, and just kind of look out into what feels like the ocean, but I know it's not. I mean, I guess it doesn't feel like the ocean because it's frozen solid, but I'm sure in the summer it does. One of the things that I really like about this place is the topiary. Look at this. It is the dead of winter, and they still have a spiral plant out here, tree, whatever you want to call it. So I was right. It is 3 fire pit stations. 1, 2, 3 across here. So plenty of room for seating. I mean, each one of them has one of these benches. There are these little chairs all over the place too. Rocking chairs, Adirondacks. And then the benches and the chairs around each of the fire pits. So there is plenty of seating space here to enjoy and converse with friends and family and neighbors and new friends. And then we're back around to the other side of the building here.
So let's talk the good and the bad that I've found over the last essentially 48 hours of being here at Sand Bay Beach Resort. The good. Let's start with the good. We'll get to the bad. And there aren't that many bads. It's just kind of a few little things. So the good. This place is super peaceful, super quiet for the most part. And I'll discuss that in a second. You're on a part of the Bay of Green Bay that not many people know exist. Because when you think Door County, you travel all the way up to Door County, where this is Southern Door. It's right on the edge. And it's really, really nice here. It's you're minutes away from a Walmart and a Target and downtown areas and shopping and dining, but you're just far enough away where you feel like you're somewhere different, somewhere more relaxing, somewhere where not many of these places like this exist anymore. And I am so appreciative of the fact that somebody is keeping this going and keeping it alive, leaving all of the current day requirements out of everything and just focusing on cleanliness, friendliness, and comfortability. And that's what I had here. Yeah, it's not the brand new couches and top of the line appliances and things like that. And there's not The pool and the hot tub, they're older, but that's okay. They're very well upkept, and I really, really enjoyed myself. And with that being said, how much did this cost? Well, I was gifted this to come do a review and find out and show it off a little bit. But I did look it up, and the price that I would have paid for the room that I had was right around $110 a night. So you think about the fact that you're paying just a little over $100 a night for a 1-bedroom suite with a giant shower and a full kitchen with a range and full-size refrigerator. And then the amenities is the hot tub and sauna and pool, which the pool was warm. I did put my foot in it. You're not going to find that at one of those luxury style resorts, the big resorts. That's one of those important things to think about, is you're getting affordability with comfort and cleanliness. Sand Bay Beach Resort is doing it right when it comes to that. Now, I know that there's not a lot of those giant resort style hotels up in Door County. They've kept it traditional. They've kept it old school. And this is a prime example of doing it the right way. I absolutely love this place. I think it was great. Now let's talk about a couple bad things. It's winter. So during the winter, there's no nighttime staff. So after 9 p.m. until about, I think 6 a.m., 7 a.m., if you need anything, you need to make a phone call. You need to call and get their nighttime owners, basically. That is a little deterring, because if it's something where, so for example, the other night I went out around 10 o'clock and just kind of meandered around a little bit and checked some things out, and there was nobody at the front desk, nothing. And there was a sign that said you could call. So if there was something that I needed that would kind of suck, I'd kind of be on my own, especially if it was the middle of the night. But I get it. It's the middle of winter. It's the slow season. I'm pretty sure I was one of like 2 people that were here. So I understand, and I don't fault them for that, but it is a little bit of a hindrance. The other thing that was kind of a hindrance is last night there was what sounded like a party going on somewhere around me. So there is somebody else staying here, and it was very loud outside for about a half hour, and it sounded like it was right outside of my room. It was right about the time. It was about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was just starting to get like settled in and thinking about sleep. And it was very loud for about 20 to 30 minutes. And going to that point, there was nobody that I could contact. There was nobody at the front desk to really say anything. Now, I didn't, and I wouldn't, but that's what went through my head, is like, there's a party going on, and I can't tell anybody. I can't see what's going on without doing it myself, and I didn't care, really. If you had kids, or if you were an older couple or an older person and you were bothered by that stuff, it might have been a letdown. Now, the only other real thing that I can say about the place itself is the water in the shower had a slight metallic smell to it. I didn't taste it because I was kind of worried about it. I think it's just the pipes that they use up here in Door County, because I do remember a few years ago I stayed somewhere and it had that same issue. Now the hot tub was fine. The pool didn't have a metallic smell, but the sink for brushing my teeth kind of did, but the shower was pretty bad. So I don't know if that's something with old pipes or what it was. It wasn't enough to be alarming, and it wasn't enough to really be worried, but it was there. I could smell it. But overall, this has been an incredible stay. I would definitely stay here again. As a matter of fact, I'm already talking about coming back in the summer to do more content and try it out in the summer with the beach and the kids, bring the kids and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely worth this stay. I think the cleanliness and the inviting atmosphere is the most important part to take away from this, is if you're looking for somewhere to kind of get away to and enjoy a night or a couple nights or a week, come out, maybe go ice fishing, or if you're here in the summer and you want to go charter fishing with Wacky Walleye, it's a great stay and it's a great place to be. So yeah, definitely, it's Dang That's Awesome approved. I would stay here again, and I think you should check it out. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Now, if you want to help me out a little bit more, there's a Patreon that you can sign up for. And what that does is it helps me get around places by donating a couple dollars a month. You're helping me out. And when you do that, you'll actually get your name right here on the screen. So go ahead, think about joining my Patreon, getting exclusive access to content and a little bit of recognition on the screen. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.